What's up, guys? I am here to give you a little update on what's going on with the salon's second location, the new location. We are getting near to September 1st, which was supposed to be our grand opening day. But there's just gonna be a little delay. So we're having floors installed and the order for the floors got backed up, and so we're kind of waiting for the shipment to come in so that they can come and install. And they're looking at a little bit more into like the first or potentially even the second week in September. At first I was kind of disappointed. I was feeling like a little stressed out because I do have rooms that are waiting to be rented. So I have ladies who are getting ready to start their own business, and now that is now delayed for them. So I had a little bit of anxiety about that. But after I talked to everybody about, what we don't have control over, and that's the flooring being installed. I can't do that on my own. I can't make the shipment appear here. So one of the things I've really been working on a lot, especially in the last year to 2 years, is letting go of things that you just don't have control over, focusing on the things that you do have control over. So right now, I don't have control over the flooring, but what I do have control over is focusing and really getting together a solid business plan, painting the walls in there and creating all the other decor, plus getting all of the the brand inspo that's going to go in there, because now that we have 2 locations, we have to name them, right? And I'll share that with you. I kind of already had, but if you haven't seen one of my videos where I had kind of said what it was going to be, I'll share that in just a moment. But the girls were actually really happy that it was going to be a little delayed as well, because they're getting ready to launch their own businesses as well. And this is the first time. These girls have been working for me for the last year and a half, doing lashes and a lot of aesthetics, not all aesthetics, but a lot of aesthetics, as far as some small facial waxing, lash lifts and tints and things like that. And now they've both have taken a training in the permanent makeup, and so they're getting ready to start their own business inside of this business, which is really freaking cool. Really cool that they're comfortable enough to do that. Cool that I can help them out, and I can help them. I mean, in at least the first year, if they decide to go out on their own after that, maybe they open their own storefront, salon, whatever, that they will be swallowed whole with just this group of women who are wanting to just help each other out, and me hopefully mentoring and guiding them into their woman businesshood. I know for me personally, that was terrifying, taking that first leap of faith, and I'm really scared making this next move with the second location. But it's really nice to know that you're surrounded by A, like-minded people, and B, people who support you and have your back unconditionally. And I feel really good about the moves that we're all making. But with that being said, the girls are totally fine with the delay happening. In fact, they're, I think, looking more forward to launching officially in October, just because they are still getting their ducks in a row. And that process can be rushed. It shouldn't be rushed. You know what I mean? You don't want to slop together your first business. So I think this was good for all of us. I think it was good that we can take a step back and really focus on the fine tuning of all of the other things that we have control over, while letting go of the things that we don't have control over. With that being said, I have been working my booty off on a lot of cleaning and painting and coming up with the theme of the new salon, which I had said I was going to mention. So we are going with the disco theme. I don't know why, but at the beginning of the year, all of us girls got together and we created a vision board. And on the vision board, on my vision board, I had put a lot of things like travel and leadership and growth and reading more books, which I should probably get on that. But one thing I added to that vision board was a disco ball. Why, you ask? Well, you know, to be honest with you, one of the things that I really don't do, and I really wanted to make a very bigger effort to do this year, was to celebrate my small victories or victories at all. Because that's something I just am like, all right, well, we've gotten that goal and it is now in our pocket, and now we've got to, you know, we got to sprint to the next one. And so for me, it's like taking a moment to just give gratitude for all of your efforts, your hard work, and even the people around you who helped get you there, to just like celebrate that moment, I think is really important. And I put the disco ball there because I'm like, I knew I was gonna have a lot of things to celebrate this coming year. First of all, I went on a TV show, a reality show on entrepreneurship, and that was pretty exciting and pretty cool. We celebrated 1 year in business. Our numbers have doubled. That's something worth celebrating. And we also placed first place for the 3rd year in a row for for my beauty aesthetics, and also lashes and all of that. I worded that weird because when I say we and then I, was because when I received the award the very first year, I was completely solo. So the last 2 years, we have placed first place as a salon. So that's what I meant, which really is really incredible because I haven't even lived here for 3 years. I haven't even opened my salon. My salon hasn't even been open for 2 years. Yet we have 3 awards for being the best in our county. Oh, that's wild. That's worth celebrating, right? Oh, and I'm also turning 40 this year too. And age is just a number and all of that. And I'm not like weirded out at the fact that I'm turning 30. In fact, I think it's pretty freaking cool. Why I'm wanting to celebrate it isn't because it's a birthday or even a milestone birthday, though that is obviously, you know, a reason to celebrate, you know, a birthday. But 10 years ago, I graduated my esthetician training course the day before I turned 30. After I graduated, I kind of floundered around, like seeing where I was gonna go. I rented a room from a friend out of her salon, and then weeks after I got into that position, I went through a separation from my first marriage. Without all the details of that, because we can save that for another day or time, I will say that I really struggled at that point in time because my passion was beauty and becoming an esthetician. However, I am now like forced into this unique situation as a single mother to figure it all out. Like I have to keep a roof over the kids' heads and my own, and food, and provide, you know, electricity. And it was terrifying, like terrifying. But I had also, in the midst of all of that, thought it was just this brilliant idea to go in on a salon with my best friend, and she would do nails and I would be an esthetician. We had 2 separate rooms that we had tanning beds in. So I basically had to work multiple other jobs in order to create an income that would support my family, myself and my 2 kids, and also this new dream of owning my own salon. Because I wasn't established, I didn't have a clientele. We were both brand new to our industries, and also my industry was brand new to the community I was living in. We had no other estheticians, lash technicians, any of that. So I was really not just introducing like my business myself, but also introducing like a new industry. So I was basically like hustling, you know. I was working part-time as a barista. I did event hair and makeup almost every weekend, especially in the summertime, and then rolling into the fall and winter time, it was for formals. I also taught group fitness classes, mainly Zumba, because I was certified as a Zumba instructor. I mean, anywhere I could pick up and take money, I was doing. So working all these jobs, trying to build my salon, while also trying to maintain single motherhood and all of the responsibility that comes with that. It was a lot. It was a lot. And that was only the beginning of everything. I'm gonna also spare you the story on that because we'll do a full story time on this journey, and it definitely deserves its own little spotlight. And I don't want to take from that right now, because what we are talking about is the growth from what came from that. And so you can just know that in the last 10 years, that being the beginning to where we're at now is just really like insane how far I've come. Not even just in the business, not just the business has been insane, and I think that's helped me grow a lot too. But I've done some really incredible things. Like, I have really stepped out of my comfort zone and have taken so many risks in the last 10 years that has paid off, and I've gotten super duper uncomfortable in the last decade. And you know, here I sit today with so much to be thankful for. Obviously I'm still moving towards all my goals and my bigger goals, but you know, right now I'm just really thankful that this 10 years following the 10 years before that, the year of my 20s, which was just, have you ever heard like that saying? It's like the tears that I cried this year are going to be like what sows the seeds of the coming year. Well, that's how I feel, but in decade form. Like, I feel like I spent a significant amount of time just, and I'm sure most people do in their 20s, but I think I spent like so much time just stressed out and worried and sad and scared, and a lot of tears, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. And then, you know, in my 30s, it's just has been like, we're gonna just do it. We're gonna take a lot of leaps of faith, a lot of jumps, and we're gonna do a lot of risks. And the risks have paid off. My life is really amazing. I'm so freaking thankful for my life. It's not perfect, and I'm not, you know, like a millionaire or even rich. I'm rich with like the amazing things that I have around me, like a great supportive husband, amazing kids. I live in an older home, but it's shelter, and I can afford to pay my mortgage. I drive vehicles that are paid off, and they run great. I am surrounded by amazing entrepreneurs and females in general, and just a lot of support and love, and I just have a lot of gratitude. So 40 needed to be celebrated, not because like she's 40, but because this last decade has been very monumental to the becoming of who I am and what's gonna happen in my 40s, you know, like crazy, right? So that was the most winded way of saying that we were going with a disco ball theme in the new Babe Cave. So the first location, if you go back and look at one of my older videos, I say older like it's years. I mean, I've only been doing this for like less than 30 days. So it's not very far down that line, but it's in there. And you can see that it's like more jungle themed. We have tropical plants. We also have a mural or a wallpaper that is all like pink and tropically. We've got a little bit of animal print. It's definitely giving jungle. And we were like, how do we name the second location? Like, do we call it Babe Cave 2, Babe Cave second location? And none of those just like rang to me. Like, it didn't sit right. So when I started thinking about everything and the fact that like it's actually a trend right now, which is coincidental, like the disco ball thing, I think it just shines bright. It's beautiful, it's colorful, it's vibrant. So I felt like we are the disco ball location now. The second location is. And so it's like a cute, you know, cutesy, very demure. No, I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry I even said that. No, it's a very like cute name. Disco balls are absolutely like cute to me. But you know, it signifies something really cool. And the fact that I put it on my vision board as a reason to celebrate on the year that I'm going to be turning 40, and all these insane monumental things have happened this year, probably being my biggest year yet. I just felt it was so appropriate. So I still have a little ways to go as far as like everything coming together there, but it is coming together and I'm really, really excited to unveil it. I've been wanting to like share it with you guys and like show you guys, but I think it's just better if I can give you the before and then immediately give you the after, you know, so that you can like see like the progress that's been made to this building. And then not me over here with disco ball fingernails. I didn't even think about that. Another piece to all of this that I want to add, because this all really did happen so quickly, again, just like the first location, it was kind of like we start to sort out the pieces once we're in there. But, you know, I've had a little bit of extra time with this one too, especially with the flooring delay, that I'm not in such a go mode right now. I can actually sit back and kind of like really evaluate the business plan and the model that we're going to bring to Sierra Vista, the town that I live in. The bill was passed here in Arizona that you just have to take a 30-hour certification course given by a certified instructor, which is myself. So I have been doing lash training courses. The thing that I do want to say is, given the beginning of all of this for me, I've always wanted to create a way for women to independently make money without having to spend the tens of thousands of dollars on the schooling, and also, you know, the hundreds of hours of education that it takes in order to, you know, enter the beauty industry. However, if you are passionate about either hair or skin, please continue to follow that route. But if you're a girly who is just like so fascinated with the beauty industry, and even if you are a girl who does want to pursue hair or skin and you don't know where to start because you're already not making money, this is what I wish I would have known when I was starting out. There are so many beauty services that don't require a license, and a lot of people don't know that. I could have been pursuing the beauty industry while I was going to school, and geez, I would have been so much further along, you know? That's the gift that I want to give back to anybody, not just females. Of course, you know, my heart is for females, especially single mothers like myself at that time. But for anybody, you know, we're living in hard times. Like, these are hard times. People cannot afford to go back to school, especially if you are a single mother. It is extremely hard for you to figure out how you can go to school full time and not work while trying to feed your babies. So what I'm trying to create at the Babe Cave disco location is more of an academy. Like, I am definitely going to be bringing on not just the basic standard lash training courses, but I'm also going to be bringing in all of the advanced lash training courses such as Mega Volume, Hybrid, and even like the Wispy. But that's not it. I'm also going to be doing trainings as far as like body contouring goes, and teeth whitening, tooth gems, makeup, and of course, business strategy. You know, I had to start somewhere too. So I have had a good decade now under my belt of like learning to navigate not only the beauty industry, but also running a business. Running a business in some of the harder times of my life. So I have been in the survival mode while running a business. If we could cut out that survival mode part and just make it more simpler, I really think there is something really special to be said there. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna keep you guys posted on this journey. I'm gonna cut it off here because, you know, 20 minutes is the longest video I've made. And if you have made it this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really hope that these videos are reaching whoever needs them. But if you are interested in any of these sort of trainings or anything like this, then please reach out to me. Definitely comment below. But if you're just liking what I'm giving you and you want more of it, just continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. I will keep you posted.